morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And of course, good morning, Mini Metro. Let's jump into today's daily challenge. We are going to Chicago, and we will play on the normal difficulty. Or Mini Metro. Mini Metro, are you feeling well? I see. Well, I've mentioned in the past that I have a group chat with Samurai Sam and our good friend Parlor Ghost, where we discuss the goings-on in Mini Metro, and now I suppose Mini Motorways. And Sam did mention that he did not get a central square today, and I figured that that was just because, he, the placement of the square in the daily challenge was not conducive to it being a central square, which happens. It happens. No, there's just no square. There are only two shapes. Okay. All right, fine. Oh, good morning, Fishing Worth. Hope you are doing well. We are here in Chicago for the daily challenge. Let's go for a locomotive. I will take another line. All right. So, I want to thank everybody who came in and followed on Twitch or subscribed on YouTube after Thursday's Mini Motorways stream and then Friday's episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways. If you look at the numbers, they're not huge numbers, but they're also by a few orders of magnitude the best I've ever done in terms of viewership here on Twitch and YouTube. So I really thank everybody for that. Hope you stick around. Hope you like this stuff. These 3 consecutive circles are kind of annoying for the red line. Let's unhook that and put this on the weird orange line I've got going here. I was just thinking I could chop this line in half, and I will, in fact, chop the line in half. You go down there, go pick that up. You got a square. Oh, great. So you got a square, probably over here because it's Chicago. You got a square, and there's just... Oh, hey! A square. All right. Now, do we want to rebuild our entire line structure here? I kind of do. I kind of want to just tear everything up, actually. So let's look at this again. We're probably not going to actually rip everything up, but we are going to pop you over to here, and then you can probably come out here and down here, and you'll run out of the square. Okay. The almond. I've never heard this described as an almond. I always call it a football, but you know what? Yeah, I can see that being an almond. So you got a square right there. Huh. Okay, well, I do have a square now. I'll take an interchange, too, because I'm probably going to want to make that square. Hold on just 1 second. Sounded for a moment like I was dragging my vocal cords across sandpaper or something. We can't have that. Oh, goodness. I had a long weekend, y'all. It was good, and it was fun, but also... there was about a 60-hour time period starting Friday morning going until Sunday evening, so 2.5 days, where in that 60 hours, I spent 23 of those hours in a moving car, 4.5 hours at a baseball stadium, which meant either going up and down stairs or sitting in hard plastic seats, and an additional 13, 14 hours on the firmest goddamn mattress I've ever slept on in my life. So my back does not like me very much right now, is what I'm trying to say. But it's alright, we'll get through it. I had fun. Alright, let's drop this interchange probably right here at what will be our central square. This red line desperately needs to be chopped in half. So does the yellow line, now that I think of it. I will take another carriage. I think I might just sit on that carriage for right now. Because what I really need to do is take a bridge or something that will let me chop the red and yellow lines in half. Until then, we will just need to make do. And I think part of that do making will be taking the yellow line out to here and slapping a carriage on it. because these, 3 consecutive circles and then the pentagon are not going to be fun times. But hopefully, once we get another bridge going here, we'll be able to, chop the red line, get a green line going in here, and get the yellow line a little more under control. Hey, look, another square! I don't think I'm going to rebuild everything and go for a northern square. I've already spent my interchange, so let's put this guy on the red line for now. This station will be taken care of. Okay, so as I was saying, I do want to thank everybody who came in for the mini motorways. I hate the word content. Videos and streams. Again, it was, from a views perspective, it was really successful for the channel, and just, I had a lot of fun, and Mini Motorways is a really good game. Let's take 2 more bridges, and before I go into my spiel, I will chop up the yellow line, and the red line, probably. So you come off of here. I think we can take these 2 stations off as well, and I might even pull this one, and this one. That's a lot of stuff that I just pulled off of this line, but I think it's going to be okay. Because we'll go circle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle. That's not too bad. Plus, I have another locomotive to drop on my new green line. So I think this should be okay. Circle out here, we'll extend the red line. Okay. So far, looking pretty good. I might even be able to pull this locomotive off of the yellow line at some point in the near future, but we'll deal with that when we get there. So yeah, the Mini Motorways stuff did really well in terms of, views and a whole bunch of new subscribers to the YouTube channel and some followers here on Twitch, thanks to, I'm not going to run the alert for each of them, but I will shout them out. Thank you to PMAC1972, Lukinos28, Cheeseman112314, and Silver Soldier 45. Y'all have numbers in your names, but hey, so I have an underscore. Who am I to judge? Thank y'all so much for following. Hope you stick around and like it. So yeah, Mini Motorways did really well. I had a lot of fun playing Mini Motorways. I would like to do more Mini Motorways stuff here on the channel, but I'm thinking about where and how that's going to be, and I don't know. I don't want to stop doing Good Morning Mini Metro. I don't want to stop playing Mini Metro in general, because Mini Metro is also a damn fine game. Do I want to take another line and even further chop up this orange nonsense? Or this red and green nonsense? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, we can pull this off of the red line. We can pull this off of the green line. We can pull probably this off of the green line. Get a blue line that just goes circle, triangle, circle, and then sneaks its way out through here. Doesn't strike me as a terrible idea. Let's also turn you over to here, because this station is becoming a bit of an issue. Speaking of bits of issues, the orange line needs to be better. There. You're good. Okay. So yeah, Mini Motorways did really well. I had a lot of fun playing Mini Motorways. I don't want to stop playing Mini Metro, so I don't know. I will throw a plug in here for the Discord server. If anybody has any great ideas, hop in the stream suggestions channel there. My thought is maybe alternate between, Good Morning Mini Metro, Good Morning Mini Motorways. Maybe just flip a coin every day. Maybe try to do both. I assume that there will be something resembling a daily challenge on Mini Motorways once that is released. So many things that I could do. Let's just give this circle to the yellow line. It's doing fine down here. I really should consider just yanking this locomotive, but instead I'll put a plus sign on the yellow line, give it more work. And eventually it'll hate me for the more work, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's just kind of where my head's at right now. I want to do more Mini Motorways stuff, and I don't know exactly the best way to do that. Take a locomotive. Do I need 2? I'm going to need 2 more bridges for my future 2 more lines, probably. So we'll take bridges, probably for the last time. Circle down here can go on the yellow line, and we'll just round that. All right, so. But that's, that's meta stuff above game, all sorts of stuff that I should be taking care of myself, probably. Let's run the red line up to here, and extend the blue line out this way. And let's put another locomotive on the orange line, because the orange line is getting really long. This triangle out here we'll give to the blue line. Everything's going to be fine. Check my levels a little bit. Bring the CPU sound down a skosh. Okay. Make sure I'm in the game. Close that. Okay. So, how are you doing out here, Mr. Orange Line? Not great, actually, but I think you're going to be okay, because here comes one, and then this other orange guy is going to come through here, and you're mostly going to get cleared out. Okay. Now, why don't you go on the red line, and then you get on the blue line. Yeah, we'll angle the red line so it goes a little more northwesterly. And then the blue line can come out here. And I'm already starting to see where I might chop this up in the future. Although, honestly, I might just chop up the orange line. Chopping up the orange line seems like it would also be a really good idea. So, alright, let's take a locomotive. Do I want to take another line and chop up the orange line right away? Yes I do. Let's do that. What am I going to pull off of this orange line to make it smoother? Let's try pulling the wedge, the diamond, and this circle. And our purple line will go circle, triangle, down to the central square. And then on the north end, it'll grab the diamond and the wedge. And we'll see. This might not be great, but I think it's going to be okay. You're full of circles, so you can turn around, go there. You are doing an interesting little loop. Are you going to go north or south? I think you're going north. Yeah, you're going north. Okay. So you're going to clear out this station, partly at least. All right. Okay. So hopefully the orange line will be in better condition now. Why are you bringing circles south? That's a weird choice. Don't make that choice. Yellow line is finally starting to get a little congested, which makes sense. It is loaded for bear. Actually, the yellow line's in pretty significant danger. Actually, every line is in pretty significant danger all of a sudden. All right, you're going to hit the central square, turn around, go there. Green line, I can't do anything for you right now. Blue line, I can't do anything for you right now. This is fine. This is all fine. Okay, you turn around, rescue that. Probably need another locomotive for the blue line in the fullness of time, but we don't have the fullness of time. You go there. You're full of... Okay, so one of the problems here is the orange line is dropping wedges and diamonds at this triangle, which the purple line can't keep up with because every other line is also doing that at the central square. So we need another locomotive or a carriage for the purple line. Well, it's a good thing to know that we need. It's a bad thing to actually need because I'm not doing it right now. Green line, you're doing okay, or at least better. Blue line, you're going to hit the central square, turn around, save this circle. Purple line, you're going to drop your wedges there, come back out here, clear out this triangle. I could just make this triangle an interchange, but that would just be a short-term fix. Red line, you're coming into the central square. Why don't you drop everything there and come rescue this station? Yellow line, you're hitting the end. Why don't you come rescue... can you clear both of these? No, just thoroughly clean out this one. And that'll be fine. And, okay. I think that's everything. Not quite on fire. Nope, there goes the green line, but that's okay. Red line's a bit of a bigger problem. Purple line I'm going to have... Actually, ooh. I don't like that. Anyway, some line is going to have to get that square. Let's make it the blue line. Yeah, some line is going to have to get that square, and they're not going to like it no matter who gets it, so. Alright, red line is fucked. Alright, you're going to hit the central square. By the time you do, hopefully this locomotive will be out of the way. I could do with chopping all of these in half, but I just don't have... I don't have the locomotives to do that, frankly. You go out this way. There's triangles at both of those stations that you can clear out. And and then you're coming in here. Let's take a locomotive and a carriage and pause. Whoo boy. All right, so we're up over 1,300. How on earth do I rescue this? I think a carriage on the purple line will allow it. It might just get overloaded at the central square, though. Fuck. Okay, let's do carriage on the purple line. No. Let's do locomotive on the purple line to clear that. Carriage on the yellow line here. Actually, yeah, the yellow line, I could really use a triangle like right here because the yellow and green lines are both suffering due to circle overload. Alright, how are we going to rescue these two stations? Not to mention this station. This yellow guy is he's got all sorts of uniques, so that's not great. I need an emergency fix, actually. Is that going to be robbing the blue line? I hate the idea of robbing the blue line. Let's rob the green line instead. You go there. That's not really going to actually do much, but it'll save something for a second. You hit the central square, drop everything, and try to rescue this. I think this guy's going to just overload. Actually, you're full of triangles, actually. Can you turn around, rescue that? I don't know. I think both of these are just... Yep. Well, 1469. That's a pretty nice score. I don't feel too bad about it. You know, let's reserve judgment. Top 5%. Okay. I mean, top 5% on the daily challenge is good, even if, you know, freaking Sam beat me again. Damn you, Sam the Samurai. But, you know, it's still a good score. It's a good score. I'll take it. All right. J&H Jin Richard, or whatever your name is, be more subtle with your cheating, my guy. Seriously. Congratulations to Nelson for utterly dominating this, and let's not think too hard about how Nelson might have utterly dominated this, but congratulations to Nelson for being the true number one. Victory Royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down. I'm on TikTok, damn it. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Good lord. Let's go to Washington, D.C. Why not? I don't feel like doing Auckland today. We won't go for the challenge. Let's just put up a nice big number in Washington, D.C., shall we? I am even going to say, because it is Washington, D.C., and big numbers are possible, let's go no pauses. Let's just hit this fast forward button and see how we do. Alright. I'm not going to bring that over here. I will instead draw a little temporary blue line. It'll probably go away once something spawns down here. So yes, as I was saying, mini motorways was, one, a lot of fun, and two, beneficial to the numbers. So I would like to do more of it on the channel. I'm thinking, first of all, tomorrow, to celebrate the official Steam release of Mini Motorways, we're absolutely playing Mini Motorways. So tomorrow it will be an episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways. Other than that, you know, let me know what you think. Sound off in the Discord server or the YouTube comments or any other way of getting to me. I am not exactly hard to find. Here's all of the things. Bother me on all of the things. And when I say bother me, I mean, you know, just talk. You're not bothersome. All right, you go up here. Let's draw a blue line right here. Good morning, cheese man. All right, we'll take a locomotive and a line. Good to see you here. We just did today's daily challenge. Put up a score of 1469 in, oh good God, where were we? Chicago. This is a southern square. We don't see that very often. What am I going to do with that? I think I'll just draw an orange line that goes out here. And you go up here and go up here. And now we're doing another level. We're just trying to put up a nice big number here in Washington, D.C. And as I sometimes do when I feel myself being pressed by my hard out, I am saying no pauses. So we're not gonna pause and babysit the lines, as I find myself tending to do very often when I play Mini Metro. Instead, we're just going to keep it on fast forward and see how we do. So that'll be fun. I was just talking about how mini motorways was both a lot of fun and, some good exposure for my brand, to use horrible that kind of language. And we want to do more of it. Going to do Good Morning Mini Motorways tomorrow. That'll be fun. Let's take an interchange, and I'll slap that on my central square right here. Probably not the best use of it, but it's okay. Once we get a triangle down here, just like that, I will chop the orange line in half, draw a yellow line, like so. Is this ever gonna... Yeah, I think this is probably just gonna be the turn of this red central loop. But that'll be okay. Ooh. Pentagon, rather, out here. Not great. Let's take the yellow line down to there. That should be okay for now. Probably run another line out there. Cheeseman wants to see a hydrate. There's water in Coke Zero, so... Thank you for the hydrate, Mr. Cheeseman. Alright. So, orange line is doing pretty well. Yellow line is long, but otherwise okay. Can you be rounded? Yes, you can. Great. Would like to chop this yellow line in half at some point. Do I want to take 2 more tunnels? No, I think I'll take the line instead. Because I'm going to use a tunnel right here. For now, you can go out here. I might want to chop this orange line in half at some point. And that point may be soon. For right now, I think it's okay. I just can't find a way to keep... Oh, there we go. That's all rounded. This orange line is very long. But I think it's okay. The only 2... Can you come up here and then be up there? Yes. Great. Does that mean there's no reason for the blue line to exist? Yes. Great. Alright, I did say no pauses, and I did almost just pause. So let's not do that. Instead... Now, I've got this long, snaky orange line. Do I want to keep it like that or chop it in half? Could maybe take the yellow line down here. Ooh, something just spawned right on the yellow line, but that's okay. I think we're just going to put another locomotive on this orange line and see how that goes. Red line could use a carriage. I will take a carriage instead of the interchange. You grab that carriage right now. Yeah, we've got these consecutive circles here. I could... You know what I could do? Here's a thought. Why don't I... And you... Draw that. There we go. A little bit less work for the red line. Nice interior blue line. I think we're doing well. Okay, so... For folks who are new, such as Mr. Cheeseman here, it is not just a mini metro party or mini motorways. We do other stuff as well. I hope you'll stick around for that. Today on YouTube, I'll be uploading another episode of Let's Play Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Actually, this is going to be the one where I start Mass Effect 2. So perfect time to hop on there. We're just starting Mass Effect 2 with Goog Shepard, our lovely purple-haired heroine. It's not going to be a good day for Goog Shepard, but, it'll get better eventually, after a while. Oh, boy. This square here, This square is starting to become more trouble than it's worth. Same could be said for this entire orange line, probably. Let's take a locomotive. I will take the last line. I did say no pauses. I was about to pause and redraw stuff. Instead, I think what I'm going to do is just going to draw the gray line. You'll go out like this, and then I will unhook the orange line from all of those newly redundant stations, like so. That did use my last tunnel, but I think that's okay. Could theoretically burn one here, but I can always just bring the green line down. So I think that's alright. This circle out here, I'm just going to give to the yellow line. Alright. I think we're in a good spot. Now, granted, we only have 750 passengers delivered, but, details. It'll be fine. Okay. Orange line picks up that circle, and we're doing well. So as I was saying at the start of the stream, I had a pretty good weekend. Went and saw my good friend Sports Pun. Been a while since I got out to see him, there being a panorama and everything. Let's put this carriage on the red line, and I'll just sit on this locomotive and use it where it's needed. So we went to a baseball game, saw the Pirates and the Mets play, and we left the game in the 8th inning where the Mets were leading 6-0. And it was late. We had a very long drive to get back to Sports Pun's place. So it was like, let's just take off. We'll leave a little bit early. This game is functionally over, right? By the time we walk back to the car, about a 20-minute walk, by the time we walk back to the car, the game has gone from 6-0 Mets to 6-5 Mets. And we got in the car and on the highway just in time to hear the Pirates hit a game-winning walk-off grand slam. Right at the end of the game, just, because. Let's take a locomotive. I will take a carriage. This diamond right here. Actually, I think we're just going to leave that and keep it on the gray line. You can be on the orange line. Yeah, or green line. Orange line. Apparently, I'm colorblind early in the morning, which is not a good thing, but it is good to know. So yeah, that was, I maintain that we did the correct thing. Didn't get offered a single line upgrade. Ooh. I've already forgotten how often I was offered lines when I did the daily challenge just 15 minutes ago. Again, memory, not a great thing for me early in the morning, apparently. Can you come down here and be rounded? Absolutely not. Okay. Well, the no pausing policy is starting to hurt, but we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. Here, gray line can have a carriage. Clear up this circle. This triangle could probably get on the red line, but I'm not going to do that. Take a locomotive, and I think we'll take a carriage. It's not like I can draw another line out here anyway. So yeah, we just have to... Oh, wow. This gray line is in really bad shape, actually. You grab that, clear out all of these plus signs from the central square. That'll help a lot. Okay, so now the main problem appears to be stars, but also plus signs again. I could just put another locomotive on the gray line. It's not a bad idea. Where are the stars? Stars are on the red line. So the red line should be coming in and taking care of that, shouldn't it? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is just the gray line that's overloading. And I suppose I could put another locomotive on the red line. Let's put this on the yellow line, though. Orange line is mad at me because that is an acute angle, which is a fair reason to be mad at me. I would be mad at me if I put an acute angle on my lines for no good reason. Let's move that over to the gray line. You just get closed out there. How am I going to deal with this triangle? I think that's going to require a complete redraw of the green line, actually. On-the-fly redraws. Super fun and great. That'll be fine. Take a locomotive and a carriage. Slap that carriage on the green line because it won't actually be fine. You, right here, are you going to be okay or are you mad? Looks like you're going to be okay. Good. Good. Okay. And we'll sit on this locomotive until something catches fire. How am I doing on time? Doing well. Triangle up there. Let's put that on the red line, which will put this and this on the red line, which will take this off of the yellow line and make the yellow line's life a little easier. Good. How are you doing, red line? Could you use anything? I mean, probably. Yeah, I could probably do with another locomotive on the red line, couldn't I? All right, let's drop that. Circle here screws over the green line, probably. Can you be rounded? No, absolutely not. Can you be rounded? No. That's unfortunate. What am I going to do then? Whine and cry and complain about it, probably. You go down here, and the green line's 1,000 miles long. Hey, the green line's 1,000 miles long. But it works. That's what matters. Take a locomotive and a carriage. Where is the red line without a carriage? You go right there. Perfect timing. Okay. And, ooh, a triangle down here. Can you just grab that? Sure. Green line's 1,000 miles long, but hey. This locomotive's going to come down here. That's going to go well. Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to hang on to that locomotive right there. I'm going to loop this around 5 consecutive circles on the red line. That's fine. That's no big deal. That's not a problem. Good morning, Starlight. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. We are here in Washington, D.C., coming up on 2,500 passengers delivered. Pretty solid number, particularly, I think, considering that we're doing no pausing right now. Let's put another locomotive on the green line, because that's starting to get a little burny. Oh, Washington, D.C. getting a little burny. If only. If only. Well. Let's take a locomotive and a carriage. Do I want to put this locomotive on the green line? I think I do, actually. I said locomotive, I meant carriage. Although, locomotive on the green line, probably not a bad idea either. Then again, the red line's on fire, so maybe not. Yeah, let's just do that. Grab this circle and this circle for the red line, and actually we'll take this one off the red line. There we go. So more consecutive circles for the red line, but it looks like it's doing okay. Green line has caught up a little bit. The gray line is pretty much fine for now. Orange line is humming along. I could probably pull one of those locomotives if I wanted to, actually. Can I pull you? Probably shouldn't. It's probably a bad idea. Can you be on the red line? The red line? No. You go on the green line. That'll be fine. Now, I could expand this out down to here, but I'd have to deal with, how do I pick up this wedge? So let's not bother. Hey, over 3,000 passengers. That's good. Hey, green line's on fire. That's bad. Let's take a locomotive and a carriage and send the orange line down here. I could just drop another loco on the green line. That sounds like a good idea, actually, because you're on fire. On the most fire, in fact. Okay. Orange line picks that up, and all of a sudden you terminate with 4 consecutive circles, which is bad. It's not good. Not what you want. Alright. Gray line is going to come in here, save the central square any second now. Come on. Come on. There you go. Clear it all out. No, you were supposed to clear all of that out, gray line. Well. Oh, well. 3,331 passengers. Not bad for no pausing. I'll take it. Pretty good score. What's my personal best on DC? Hey, pretty close to my PB. So yeah, I will definitely take that. All right, I think that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Metro. One more time, I'm going to shout out the Discord server for folks who may not be in it. Do feel free to hop in and give me suggestions of what you would like to see for this morning's show. I want to keep doing Mini Metro. I want to do Mini Motorways. I don't necessarily think I will always have time to do the daily challenges in both. But that might just be it. Do the daily challenge in Mini Metro, do the daily challenge in Mini Motorways, and then go on with that. Maybe we'll try that. Tomorrow, in recognition and celebration of Mini Motorways' release date on Steam, I will absolutely be streaming Mini Motorways. So tomorrow is another episode of Good Morning Mini Motorways, but that is tomorrow and not now. For now, I think we are going to sign off on YouTube. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.